That is not what I... Okay. No, there's no echo. Ooh, that was bad news. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Good morning. Camera, camera one, check. Long shot. You know what, long shot? I don't even know if I knew that was you in the Instagram DMs. OG. Can you hear me okay? Let me know if you can hear me. Okay. Oh, good. Thanks, Dan. Appreciate it. I've got a stack of books here, and if there's anything else you guys can think of, but my plan is to blow these out, sell them cheap, because I picked. So you can see, oh my gosh, there, you can see this Brick Bradford right here. This is a commission painting that I had done by one of my very, very good friends' daughter, who is a really talented artist. She was in high school when she did this, and she recreated the cover for me. And um and so I absolutely love this Alex Schomburg cover, but I got rid of mine. I got rid of it for a good reason. I upgraded, consolidated a bunch of books to an All-Star Comics number 8, first appearance of Wonder Woman. But this is one that I was like, oh, I would really like to get that one back. I'd love to get a lot of them back, but this is one that I would like to get back. And so I picked out a stack of books because Dominator, I think that's the name on Instagram, had one available for sale, and so I made a deal with him, and I was like, I'd really like to not dig into savings or personal checking account. Hey, Splash Page, what's going on? Good to see you, Mr. White Gloves. Green gloves today, though. And so I wanted to make a deal with him, not use any family money, but just use comic book money. So I'm trying to make some really good deals on comics. So if you see something you like, let me know, because we're going to be doing some like crazy deals. So yeah, this is the book that I'm after to pair it with this nice, commission recreation that I had done. And so, yep. Put that back. All right. So I think everyone's been here long. I traded like 27 books. Oh yeah. 27 books to nab the Grail, the AF-15. That's awesome. Let me highlight that one. I love consolidating. Hey, Dan T, what's going on? Consolidating is one of my favorite things to do in the hobby. Either trading for or selling to get. But I think trading's easier because then you don't have to worry about. So when I sell a bunch of books, so say I sell $1,000 worth of books, I do the honest thing and I report that at the end of the year or at the beginning of the year to the IRS as income. Sometimes I have to pay taxes on that, but it's better for me because there's no money exchanging hands if I just trade. And so that sometimes that's easier. And, if they get stuff that they like for a dealer, I think it's nice to be able to provide them inventory. That's how I always look at it. I'm giving you more inventory, which what I'm really doing is just getting rid of lesser books to get one bigger book. Sometimes I guess it's harder for a dealer to sell one big book versus several smaller books. The only one I miss is Vampirella #1. Yeah, that's a book. I've never owned Vampirella #1, but I've owned several of the magazines, subsequent numbers, and I've always thought it would be really cool to get a Vampirella #1. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, tell us more about that, because an AF-15 2.0 is a pretty big deal. I would, without looking, I would assume it's probably $15,000, $17,000 maybe to get a 2.0. I had a 2.0. But I did sell that one. Anyways, so how this works is I'm gonna put a bunch of comics here on A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And then I'm gonna put, this is a sample, but I'm gonna put starting line sample, or I'm going to put starting line. I traded with Bry. Oh, heck yes. Bry's who I trade with a ton. I'm always constantly checking, John, I'm always constantly checking Bry's website because he's willing to trade and he's awesome. So anyways, okay, so I put that starting line, and that's when you can claim. So I'm going to explain all the books first, and then I'll put starting line. And I have never in the past let somebody just do A, B, F, G, claim all of those. It's usually one at a time. So if you want to claim one, you got to put claim A, like that. And then claim G. And it will go by my screen, because sometimes your screen will show that you beat somebody, but on my screen it'll show. And I usually if there's any disputes, I'll take a picture. But this should be chill. And like I said, I'm wanting to just make some good deals for people. And I'm not going to start off with like filler books. I'll start off with good stuff that you guys want. I should show stuff on the bigger screen. This is the first appearance of, I believe this is the first appearance of Sharon Carter. And then you see unnamed Peggy Carter. I believe Peggy Carter's in like 2 issues, or the next issue maybe. The only ASM or the only Spider-Man related book that I have is this at this moment. I sold when there was a Comic-Con, a local Comic-Con, Big River Comic-Con. I went ahead and claim board. Yeah. I went ahead and traded a ton of ASM. There was even Silver Age in there. Actually, I gave a couple Silver Age away to a buddy who was helping me, who let me into the con with him because he was a vendor. His name's Bob, and it's Bob's Comics. He let me in with him as a vendor so I can get early access to all the other vendors. And then he let me use his booth as like my station. Like I would put boxes of comics under his table that I was like trading or selling to other people. So I did get rid of a bunch of ASM. I think I've still got some ASM right now, but nothing that I pulled out. So that's the only one. So yeah, we'll start off with a couple of these, and it'll just be a little slower. But I'm going to do, I think I have this missing only 45 issues. That's awesome. So I'll do this one on A, Marvel Team Up. It's in okay grade, 7.5, 8.0. And I grade a little bit light or conservative on my books. There's a few spine ticks. This is really weird to me. Okay. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see any of these. My light source is actually on me, which is probably not the best. All right. Dude, we may actually go down to St. Louis today. Cards and toys. And if we do, because we're going to be looking at a car for my son. If we do, STL Comics is, I've never been to Cloud 9 Comics. I want to go to Cloud 9 at some point. I've never been to Cloud 9. I kind of want to go there. If you look on eBay right now and you search CGC and then sort by highest, like the most expensive, the number one thing that will pop up is that Amazing Spider-Man run, and it also has AF-15. That is Cloud 9 in St. Louis, and it's for like just under, I think it's like $999 million. So I'm putting that on A for 30 on this one. But when you look at the books, they're pretty high grade. They're pretty nice. So there's that one. Oh yeah. What do you guys think about this one? So I bought a box of comics and this was in there. It's complete, but it's just beat up. Like you see the X, there's some color loss there. I don't know what that stuff is, but I did not try to scrape like on Cyclops's neck. It looks like you can almost scrape it off if you guys don't mind. What does Mercenot say? He's like derailing the show when he like takes a book out of the bag. Mercenot. Does anyone watch Mercenot? Mercenot was way before my time. I was watching videos in. Okay, that is something that will come off. Let me. It's almost like detergent or so. I don't know what's going on. So yeah, John watches Mercenot. Okay, I'm literally taking this stuff off right here. I thought it was. I honestly thought it was. That was gross. Whatever that was is nasty. Okay, but that and you can do further cleaning on this if you want to. Okay, so you see Cyclops' neck is all better now. There's still some fading on that X. And then you've got that big chunk out right there. So I said like 1.5 to 2.0. I always try to fix these, especially when I'm pressing them, of course. Little chunk out of the second to last page there, but not too bad. This could press out to a 2. This could press out to a 2. Spine split up there, as you can see. But attached at the cover, let me just double check the interior here. Yeah, there's some. I mean, it's fine. It's like a 1.5. All right. 1.5. I think I had it for like 25 on his laugh. Yeah. He finds some gold. I love the Mercenot collects very similar to the way that I collect. It's like if you see a golden age book, oh, that's interesting. If you see a modern variant, oh, that's cool. I might buy that. If you see a silver age key, heck yeah, I'll buy that. Or if you see a mint on card toy from the 80s, oh yeah, I'll buy that. It's just like he buys whatever is interesting to him, whatever he whatever he finds out hunting. And I think that's like how I do. So I put 15 on that. I don't know if that's too much or if that's right. I feel like 25 is a little bit high, but that yeah, let me see about these ones. Okay, we'll put two ones like that. I'll save some of these other ones for a future round. We're not going to do too many rounds here because it's Saturday morning. Kind of want to just haven't done a live show in a long time. I've been wanting to do more live shows just to hang out, have people jump on, talk about things. I like how Swagahouse does like call-in shows and people can join, if they promise not to like be crude or curse or show anything bad. Okay, Dr. Manhattan #1, Adam Hughes. When I look at a book, I know it can be like a 9.8, but I would never say that this is a 9.8 because then if you submit it and get a 9.6, you'd be upset with me. So I'm going to call that one a 9.4. I like that cover, so I'm going to put it at 10 on C. Once we fill up the rack, then I'll put the starting line if you guys are interested in any of this stuff. All right, let's do some cheaper ones. Same with this one. Lady Rawhide. Yeah, pretty solid copy. If I was buying this or if I was going to submit this, I would say, yeah, that's a contender. That's a contender. But for the sake of this, we will say it's a 9.4 for $5. It's a 9.4, and you can be pleasantly surprised if you get it. Okay, this one, I'm gonna put the like I don't want to sell it price, and that's only I've got 2 copies of this. I did get gifted one, and I was able to purchase another one. So I'm gonna put $8, and that's definitely a contender. But we're gonna call it a 9.4. That's the $8 I don't want to buy it, or I don't want to sell it price on E. Okay, and then we'll do one more. And this one is actually just going to be, oh, that's an $8 book. Jeez Louise. Prices have gone up on these things. So I'm going to do $8 on this one as well. This one's the Amazing Spider-Man number 60, Adam Hughes cover. This is like the third cover, cover C. So there's that. I'm just going to put cover price on that. We'll put it up there. Okay, and we'll put that one on F, and then I'll do one more. Okay, this one, yeah, let's try to do this one. This is Red Sonja number 8, signed by Adam Hughes right there. This one does have a few spine ticks, so we're going to call it like a 9.2. I mean, it just has that one. Let me see if I can. Right there, right where this elbow is. Yep, that's an elbow right there. And you can see the tick there, and that it is a little bit color breaking. So let's just do, yeah, let's do this. We'll just do 15 on that one. Sorry, I'm covering up a lot of the artwork when I put these stickers on here, but I have to put it high enough so that it doesn't get covered up. Okay, yeah. If anyone's interested, putting the starting line, not to be confused with the band. The starting line, does anyone know the starting line? All right. Okay, I will accept that, John. Thank you so much. C and D. C and D for John. Claim B for Panther. Thank you so much. John. Okay, John, got your 2 here. Thank you so much. And then claim B, Panther. Shipping will be an additional $5, which is actually really cheap because I just shipped one book in a Gemini today. And it was one book with like very minimal padding, which I usually pad really well, guys. I'm telling you. But it was a very cheap book. And I sent one book, like minimal padding, which doesn't give buyers confidence. I'm telling you, I do package okay. Tacoma. Oh yeah. Thank you for letting me know about the banner. Thank you. Thanks, Tacoma. Yeah, with like very minimal padding, and it was like $7, and I was like, dang, shipping has just gone up. It's like everything seems to be $11 now, no, regardless of how much. It used to be like $8 was the, if you put like 2 or 3 books in there, it'd be $8. So up to one to 3 books, just do $5. I am just south of St. Louis, so hopefully it will be cheap to ship to me. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And we were thinking about possibly going down to St. Louis today to check out um, check out a car for my son and or go to STL Comics, of course. Um, put in the chat if you're from the St. Louis area. What are some of your other favorite shops? All right. Any thoughts on these other ones? Anybody have any offers? Um, Tater Tot Comics and Arnold. Okay. I feel like I've been to a comic book shop in Arnold. Um, is Arnold the one that has like the one big exit with all like the the Walmart, Starbucks, etc. And there's a big Drury Inn there too, maybe with the Denny's like right next to it. I stop there on my way down, or we stop there on our way down to Cape to visit family. But yeah, Arnold. Yeah, I think I've been to that comic shop before. It's kind of downtown, like an old building, maybe. All right. 30, 45. Does anyone want the rest for 40 on this board? Anyone want to take the rest for 40 plus shipping? 45 shipped. Anybody? Any takers? 40 shipped on. Nice. I've been there. It's been probably a decade since I've been there to that Tater Tot Comics, and I just remember finding crazy good back issues back then. I don't know if they've cleared. Anybody interested in clearing the board for 40 plus shipping? $5. I'll show the books again real quick. So 4 books for 40, $10 a piece, basically. Adam Hughes signed. Red Sonja. Number 8. Oh, nice. Yeah, yeah. Totally get you. Really cool Adam Hughes variant for Amazing Spider-Man number 60. I have 2 Macs down here. Oh, nice. Nice. Thank you so much. I've got 2 Macs down here, which is really nice. This one is the one that I record all my videos on. It's actually a little bit older, but this one I record any kind of the one over here. I record any kind of like music or do editing on music over there. Not that I'm like some kind of producer or anything like that. Definitely not. I don't want it to come off like I am or like I'm saying I am. And you'll get that one as well. Panther. So awesome. I'm going to put down. So yeah, if you could, it'll be 20 for that one. And then if you just want to do another 40 for this, I'll just throw this in that same package. That would be good. No additional. So 60 total. Or yeah, 40. Yep, that's right. I'll just throw this in that same box and don't need any more for shipping on that. All right, for 40 on this box here. Cool. All right. Yeah, that was a nice grab. Let me look at some more of these and we'll see what we can do. I'll show you guys some GG. I always put that in. I get such crap sometimes, Dan, for putting that in comments. Like if it's a cool video, I'll say GG, and which is good game. Because when I got up today, instead of preparing for this, I played probably 4 or 5 games of Fortnite. I got this in St. Louis. This is Rick Burchett. This is Catwoman issue number 43, page 5. I got that at All American Comics, Moe's Comics. I love this action page. I think that is really, really cool. Good grab. Okay. GG's good game. Good grab. Nice. But yeah, I get crap in the comments, like trolls like get after me for saying that. But anyways, this one's really cool. Wanted to show you guys. I had the matte cut and then I put it into like a nice metal frame. And then this is another one. This one is Nightwing number 66, page number 11, and it's got Nightwing and Barbara Gordon, which is really great as Oracle. Another Rick Burchett. So I guess Rick Burchett is from St. Louis and he goes to All American Comics, Moe's Comics, whatever it's really officially called. I think it's called All American Comics. Going to play some Marvel Rivals after this? Nice. I've never played Marvel Rivals. Oliver, do we have Marvel Rivals? Ugh, that's a tongue twister. Do we have Marvel Rivals? But doesn't Gavin have it? Okay, we've got it on our PS5. I've never played. I've watched about 10 seconds of it. I think it looked cool, but anyways. All right. If you guys could you hit that thumbs up? Would really appreciate that. I love the thumbs up, the affirmations. This is a cool one. Okay, this is Batman and Robin, number 15. And so this is from 2010. And this is a 1 in 25 variant with the Joker. You've got some little Joker demon dudes there. Very nice copy. I will throw this into Mylar before. Nice. I love that. I play with all the kids too on Fortnite. Actually, Comicaholics channel, Wayne and I play all the time. Jess plays, so it's Comicaholics. It's the two of them, Wayne and Jess. If you're not already subscribed to them, check them out. They don't really make content very much anymore, but they did for years and years. But yeah, I think I had 20 on this. I'll do that one for like 10. So you got time to look that one up. Batman and Robin number 15, Grant Morrison, 2010, excuse me, variant. Look that one up. Let me know like, oh, that's a great deal or that's a terrible deal. That's like a $2 book. So there's that one. We'll go ahead and look at Cloak and Dagger. I think this is Peter Parker number 64, first appearance and origin of Cloak and Dagger. This one has some spine ticks and it's got a little bit of a messed up corner up here. So with that said, oh, and it's got a crease down at the bottom. I can take it out of the bag if you guys want. I'm calling this a 4.5 just for those defects. And I want to be safe. I think that's a safe. Let me put 25 on that one. And of course, a claim will trump an offer. But if there is any offers, like if it doesn't go, and somebody's interested in doing something on that, let me know. All right, and let's do 2 more in this round. We'll just do 2 of these Adam Hughes. So nice Adam Hughes cover for Wonder Woman, number 168. It's got it's got one rubbing at the staple there. You can see that whitening right by the staple. It's like a little bit of color rub. It looks like the staple might have hit it or something. $5 to $20 range. So you're about right. Okay. Yeah, no worries. And offer if you're interested in it, you can make an offer. I don't think that's one gonna fly off the shelf. It's just a cool cover. Yeah. So I would safely call this a 9.4. I'll put 5 on that. 5 on that Adam Hughes. Here's another cool Adam Hughes. Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman number 164. This one's a little bit nicer condition, but I'm still going to call it a 9.4. There's nope, I take it back. There's a little bit of a rip there right under the T. Yeah, so maybe like 9.2. We'll do 5 on that one as well. I think those are worth it. Usually any shop that you go to that has like Wonder Woman or Catwoman, Adam Hughes, they want like 8 to 10 usually. But once again, all right, let's do those for now. And if anybody's interested, we can. I don't want you guys waiting around forever. And this is not going to be a super long sale either. I'll reload and do another sale. I know Geek Aficionado wants to do some selling. So we've been talking about doing a joint sale. So maybe we'll do something like that this week. So this is just kind of like a nice practice warm up and just getting rid of some of these books that I had kind of already pulled out. So yeah, any interest on these ones and or any offers? Since nobody's really jumping on any of the claims, feel free to shoot me an offer on those. Otherwise, we can do like a clear the board for clear the board for 30. Yeah, I don't care. $30, clear the board. Maybe add $5 shipping to that. So 35 shipped to clear the board there. What are your thoughts on that? Any interest? If not, that's okay too. Cool. Yeah, hopefully that I feel like that's a good deal. Hopefully you feel that way as well. Yeah, I like that book a lot. Cool. Thank you so much. I've often been tempted to, I know there's 23 people in here. I've often been tempted to do like a private sale where I just invite a couple people, like 2 or 3 people that I like that I know like this kind of stuff, and then just inviting them to like a private sale and just being like, what do you guys want out of this stack here? All right, 35. All right, I'm going to put up on this. I'm going to put up on this screen my PayPal address. So just give me 1 second. And I've got a couple more books here. But let me. I do like this. I do like this setup with 2 screens. It's kind of nice. All right. Also make sure, hey, Steven Spock, make sure that when you pay or make sure in the notes there to add your shipping first name, last name, and shipping address so I can make sure that it gets to you. Because I've had people pay and then super excited. I pack up quickly. I could even pack these up and get them out before 12 today, 12 noon Central Time. I've had people pay and then I have to like chase them down for a week or like put in the comments like, hey, John, if you're still out there, I've got your books packaged up. I want to ship them out, but I don't have your address. So make sure that I get your address. Even if you email it to me there, that would be fine as well. So I've got a couple other ones. that are pretty cool. They will also be pretty cheap as well. This one's pretty low grade. Let me start with this one. Once again, Tales of Suspense, number 75, first appearance of Sharon Carter. There's a light dust burn on the back cover. And yeah, I think it's easily a solid 3.5, 4.0. I like that book a lot. I'm going to do 20 on that one. No, yeah. You guys heard me. 3.5, 4.0 on that. And then this one is, I've always liked this book. It's the first appearance of Scott Lang, who we all know is Ant-Man. There is some staining right by that word bubble. Goes into like the table there. Is a little bit of a spine roll and a spine split at the bottom. So we're going to call this one a 3.0. And we'll do $10 on that. I don't know if that's a good deal or not, but it's in Mylar. It's nice. All right. This one is the one that I don't know how to price. This one is the Mexican edition of that J. Scott Campbell Amazing Spider-Man 11. You know, the American version is very, very expensive. Hey, Mastodon, good to see you. The American version is very expensive, and this one is much less expensive. I have 100 on it on Instagram, and I will do it on here for 75. Please take your time, look it up. It has a few spine ticks, but it's a white cover, so I can't really tell if they're color breaking at all. Color breaking white to white. I do want to mention it. Let's see if the light can catch. Maybe there's one right there. You can kind of see one right there. Maybe one right there. But it still is very, very nice. Looks beautiful in the Mylar. This thing looks, near mint. So whether it's 9.4, 9.6, I don't know. With the press, could it be? I don't know. Could it be better? Who knows? I'm going to put 75 on that. I have it for 100. For some reason, I thought it was about $100 book, even in the Mexican. So just please note, it is the Mexican. It sounds cooler when you say foreign, I think, because people think, foreign. I think foreign sounds cooler than the Mexican or German edition. Italian or French, that's a little bit more rare. So I think you can say those. But anyways, it is the Mexican edition. So you've got A for 20. What year did it come out? The art on here is 2012. So I would assume 2013. 2013, I think is what hey Derek. Good to see you, my friend. So I would think, yeah, if you guys could hit that thumbs up, would really appreciate that. Yeah, let me put a starting line on this, but feel free, take your time, look these books up. Once again, the Tales of Suspense for 20, first appearance of Sharon Carter, number 75. That's about a 3.5 to 4.0. The Avengers 181, first appearance of Scott Lang. That's about a 3.0. That's $10. And then this J. Scott Campbell, Amazing Spider-Man Mexican variant, number 11, from I think 2013 for 75. I've got it for 100. I feel like I put on Instagram, like last sale was 175. So let me double check what I have on there, and then I'll put the starting line. But feel free, guys. Take your time. Look them up. Yeah, last sale was $175. Asking 100 or best offer here will do 75 if you guys are interested. So starting line, do you guys want me to dig up more books, or if you're not really wanting me to dig up any more books, I don't have to. I don't even know what I would dig up. I've got another stack in there, but I haven't gone over like the condition very well, so I don't know. So it would be a much slower process. So let me know what you guys think about these. If anybody wants to make a deal on any of those, first Sharon Carter, $20. First Scott Lang, $10. And then this J. Scott Campbell, 75. If anyone wants to look at those, let me know. 50 on C. I can do it. I'll do it, my friend. No problem. See you guys. I'm just here. I just want to clear out some books. So yeah. Yep. All right. And then clear the board for 20. The rest of the books for 20. Still going. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Geek? So Geek Aficionado, I said that you and I would do you and I will do a show probably either this week or sometime very soon. Unless you want to so I don't want to extend this very much longer because I may. Okay, cool. Thanks, Panther. I may be we may be heading down to St. Louis. We will see. Okay, we want to make sure I get the right person on here. John. Geek Aficionado, if you want to in the chat, you can talk about some of the books that you have for sale and kind of give everyone a little teaser. Sweet Panther Modern, that's a good grab. Awesome. Thanks, John. Panther, what's your name? Just your first name is fine. I not that I need it. Just want to. First Batrock. Nice. Awesome. Just want to Tim. Awesome. Thanks, Tim. I'll put that on here. All right. Good grabs. Okay, that is the stack that I brought today. Anybody want anything specific that if I know where it is, I can grab it? But other than that, I might not have too much left for today. Just a quick one. We might run down to St. Louis, like I said, but I'll get these packaged up since it's only 10:18 Central Time. I'll get them packaged up and I'll get them sent out. Yeah, I sold that this morning, actually. Nice cover, bro. Sold that like first thing this morning. Third Ghost Rider, highest grade. Lots of Spidey keys. Comic sets, vintage. Enjoyed the show as always. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. But let me highlight Geek Aficionados. Comic sets, vintage. Thank you, John. Appreciate you guys. Geek Aficionado, are you let people know how they can contact you or connect with you just in case they want to make some deals, like pre-sale deals if you want to do that. Thanks, Dan. Appreciate you. Thanks for stopping by. I'll dig out some more books. I do enjoy the live aspect of these shows. I want to do more live content, but I never know what people want to hear. I've been working with Derek Neiman a little bit on content in the past. He's given me some really good ideas. Some of those I fit into my regular videos, and then some of them I fit, try to do, dedicated videos. But Derek's great on helping me think about content. So I really appreciate Derek Neiman. And thank you. Yep. Everyone have a beautiful Saturday. Well, I guess. Geek Aficionado, if you wanted to put in the chat where people can find you if they want to make some pre-sale deals before the next sale, which you'll most likely be on. So hopefully you guys are doing well. If you could hit that thumbs up, would really appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by, and I really do appreciate you all. Thanks, Tim and John, for the purchases today and for clearing off the boards. I will talk to you all soon. And then as soon as I get the confirmation that we've been squared away, and that I have your addresses, don't forget your addresses, a full name, address, and so I can send you the books. I've got your piles right here. I will get those shipped out today. Thank you all so much. Talk to you soon. See you. Bye.